You guys been to the grocery store lately and seen all the ground beef? They're really labeling it made in America. Have you bought that? Have you ate that? Well, chances are you are eating foreign beef. They're lying again. What you need to know coming right up. Back to all of our subs. If you're brand new here, like news up-to-dates that affect you, emergency preparedness how-to videos weekly, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Okay guys, for starters, if you hit the notification bell once upon a time, be sure it's still on because some people are reporting that it's automatically getting clicked off. Now before I show you how they're getting sneaky and lying to you, let me give you a couple facts. US beef imports up 18% in 2022. The United States has imported 1.84 billion pounds of beef so far in 2022, up to 18% more than 2021. The United States has imported the most beef from Canada so far in 2022, followed by Mexico and Brazil. U.S. beef imports from Brazil are up 145% so far just in 2022. U.S. beef imports from Mexico are up 23% so far just in 2022. Now you might ask, why is this up so much? Well, it's all tied into the lies that they're feeding you, literally. As of 2020, the ban of fresh beef carcasses was lifted by the USDA. Interesting. All these things have happened bad for us in just the last couple years. Opening the borders for beef carcasses to be imported to the USA. 2 of the 4 major packaging companies are Brazilian owned. Now, when we start allowing China and Brazil and all these other countries to own all of these food processing plants in America, things are automatically going to take a turn for worse because things become very convenient. So you know how American farmers and people with livestock are just overloaded with regulations in the name of keeping you safe. You can only grow like this, you can only use this fertilizer, your livestock can only undergo these conditions, these specific conditions, only get fed this approved food, etc., etc. Well, I find it ironic that it takes all of these regulations to make it safe for American-made food to get to the shelves of our grocery store when we can import from countries that are not regulated the same way. Yet it's on the very same shelf as all the rigorous, regulated meat that Americans make. And you know these other countries are not following the same guidelines as all of the Americans are. Before I get to how they're actually lying to the American people, there are numerous reports, safety concerns, that this food that's hitting our shelves is not near as safe as the stuff that we're putting on the shelves that's actually made in America. Safety protocols that we have to meet all the safety conditions, well, they're just not seeing that in other countries. So it's gonna come down yet again to more lies to the American people. How are they lying to you now? Well, you see all those ground beef packages, it says right across the top, made in America. Well, yet again, they're finding more loopholes. It's made in America because they are bringing the meat across the border, adding a little bit of American-made fat, assembling the package in America and putting it on the shelves. So it's assembled in America, made in America, but not grown in America. That's right, they're shipping billions of pounds across the border from other countries that aren't regulated the same way as America, bringing it to conveniently foreign-owned food factories in America, adding a little bit of American cow fat, boom, made in America. And that's the problem. Really, it's a foreign product being labeled as a USA product. So as you can see, it's getting crazier and crazier by the day. We keep getting lied to. They keep bending the rules. You can't trust the news anymore. You can't trust the labels anymore. So I want to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to try to start going directly to the farmers. Now, whether you're rural or in a city, you can do this. You can go to a farmer's market. You can figure out who the farmers are that are selling direct. And even better, we're going to show you guys how we do it, how we go about it, how we make the exchanges, how we find them. So make sure that notification bell's hit because not everyone has some property to raise the animals. To have chickens and cows and raise your own food all the way around. We've got some of that stuff, but we can't do all of it. So we're gonna take you guys through the journey of how to find these people, how to do it. You guys are going to get some solid food out of the deal and be supporting local. Another thing you guys want to do is take it up a notch on taking care of yourselves. Making sure you're on top of long-term food storage, preparing for major inflation and potential food shortages coming up later this year. Like I said, don't be fooled by the beef prices coming down. Right now, we're seeing a huge push of all these sell-offs that have to do with farm regulations, drought, etc. We're going to see a bunch of great prices for beef because they got to get rid of it. What happens after we get through all this big sell-off? Well, I'll tell you what, inflation's going to go through the roof. We're going to be bringing in more from Brazil and all these other countries. So I can't emphasize enough, learn how to do some canning. We got videos on canning, we've got videos on freeze drying, and we've got prepping lists so you guys can make sure you got the essentials covered. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing, guys. We'll see you on the next one.